Our group presentation. Today's topic is about our assignment 2, so I make the report introduction first. During the COVID-19, the post button was pressed one after another during the start of classes. In order not to delay the student studies, the use of communication and education technology to conduct online teaching is an extraordinary response plan for most schools and training institutions. So the weekly issue, our group chose communication and education technology, distance learning, virtual university, and school science. Relevant news article we choose Huawei, driving equality, quality in education with technology. So the first part I will state the value and 1H of this news article. You can see the PowerPoint. I have drawn through the time and the location and the person. The time is June 26, 2020. The location is at Online Global Education Webinar. And the person is Huawei's Deputy Chairman King Hu. So the next, what this news article is, King Hu outlined its vision and action plan about the education under its digital inclusion initiative TECH4A as a global education webinar entitled Driving Equality and Quality with Technology, and he emphasized that connecting schools and skills development are two key ways for Huawei to improve equitable and quality education. The reason have 2 points. The first one is the digital divide in education in widening. And digital technology plays a very important role in education. However, 50% of the world's population still doesn't have internet access, and many people lack of the skills needed to use digital devices. And the result, the digital divide in nowadays is to widen. And the second one is Huawei is willing to provide technical support for connecting schools and skills. So King Hu said, we believe that everyone everywhere has the right to education and the equality of opportunity it brings. As a technology company, Huawei wants to help with connectivity, applications, and skills by focusing on 2 important areas of connecting schools and develop digital skills respectively. The next way is how. In connection with schools is the number 1 point. Huawei will help provide high-quality educational resources by contacting schools and the internet with partners. Examples include digital courses and e-learning applications and teachers and students training. The second one is digital skills development. Huawei plans to provide digital skills to training to variable groups in remote areas, especially female students, through DigiTrack and other projects in the program called Skills on Wheels. So the third one, launched the Learn On program for the ICT Academy in early April. This program brings together global university partners and provides university comprehension incentive funds that can be used for online courses and exams, and provides more than 130 large-scale opening online course resources covering each technology areas such as artificial intelligence, big data, 5G, and the Internet of Things. So the first one is on the conference side. The Global Education Network seminar focused on 2 themes. One is distance learning for better education continuity, and Another one is ICT innovation for inclusive learning. Participants reached a consensus that public-private cooperation is the key to promoting inclusive education through digital technology. That's my part. Thank you.
Why do you think the issue got featured in the news? Number one, the influence of mainstream media. In addition to the news related by official organizations, many self-media will also discuss related news topics in the first place. The rise of news media is due to the fact that many news organizations or teams have started in major media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, which means that it can get a lot of page views in a short time, compared to the traditional media. Number two, the content is strongly related to the present. From the end of 2019 year to today, COVID-19 has become a major problem that plagues problem all over the world, and villagers in distress have been seriously affected. In the field of education about how students normally coordinate their student dreaming, MCO has become the government school family. Number three, news video of the main body of the news event. As a well-known internet technology company in China and even the world, Huawei has mastered many 5G Pro technologies under various regulations in the United States. Huawei's related news has high news popularity and attention in the field of digital technology and even politics. Then for news related to Huawei, it is enter to become the focus news.
As the COVID-19 pandemic has spread globally this year, countries has put out policies such as MCO in Malaysia to lock down cities on an effort to contain the spread of virus. Those policies are all aimed at reducing the movement of people and keeping them at home. This has a great influence of people's study and work. Director of NISO's Policy and Lifelong Learning System reiterated that with at least 63 million primary and secondary teachers and students affected, the COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the need of developing teachers' capacity to effectively engage in distance learning, which will become a part of education and training provision in the future. 63 million students in university have had their study affected. In this special case, people's demand for distance education increased greatly, but because distance education is still in development and population stage, there is no mature system and enough professional talents. The great demand of distance education during the epidemic period was followed by the shortage of distance education talents. Besides this, most people are not familiar with distance education, so they need some time to learn how to use the network technology. Another problem is that 50% of the world's population still have no access to the internet. Some people living in rural or remote areas do not have access to internet, or good quality internet is not available. this will be the biggest obstacle to their distance education. For example, they cannot attend this class without the internet. People living in those places also lack the skills needed to use digital device, and some poor family, they need to pay a lot of money to install the internet.
I'm going to talk about some suggestions for a possible solution to the problem. So as COVID-19 has spread in countless nations, it brought danger to our well-being, society and lives. In school and college has additionally confronted uncommon difficulties. And many schools have declared in the most recent week that due to well-being concern identified with COVID-19, they are finishing off with individual classes and moving all guidance to virtual settings. Some sources say that virtual school market is expecting a growth of almost 30%. As this approach to learning has been proven effective, even corporate offices are beginning to participate in online training courses. But ultimately, there is need for a different education options because there is no internet in remote areas, so students cannot attend classes. And I'm staying in Malaysia right now, and I'm staying in village side. When this problem started, I did not have any internet connection, so I couldn't access any internet. I could not attend any classes, I could not submit any assignments, and I couldn't attend any video classes. After some days, one mobile company started to providing some SIM cards with free internet, and now I'm using internet to study, to call, and for our video conferences, our video classes. So I think this helped me a lot. In rural areas, there is no broadband connection, so that's why students cannot study properly. And if government provide free data internet for students, it will help a lot, and maybe students can solve their problems and study properly.
According to the end of article, to achieve the perfection of online education, it requires the cross-departmental efforts of governments, industry organizations, educational institutions, and technology companies to contribute their experience and resources. As a large company, Huawei actively fulfills its social responsibilities, including in the field of education. Huawei is committed to becoming a global ICT partner in the field of education information, striving to improve the quality of teaching and providing efficient, flexible, and safe solutions for education information and modernization. It is suggested that the Ministry of Education should expand the supply of high-quality resources to meet diversified educational demands, encourage social forces to set up online education institutions, develop online education resources, and provide quality education services. Government departments should improve relevant laws, improve the access system of online education, and effectively safeguard national security, public interest, and personal information security of teachers and students. For financial institutions, should broaden channels of financial support, encourage banks and other financial institutions to develop financial products in line with the characteristics of online education. We will get social capital through multiple channels to support the development of online education and implement financial support practices. In conclusion, the development of online education is not only conducive to promoting the fairness of education, but also a low-cost, lifelong education system, which is conducive to building a learning society in which everyone can learn everywhere and learn all the time. Okay, so that's all for our group. Thank you for watching and listening.
Have a nice day.
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 Have a nice life.